Hello there, Ungainly Titan here. Welcome back to another World of Tanks game on the Tundra map. We're in the T-34-100, the Tier 7 Czech medium tank, which we are grinding out. Now that I've had a chance to play this, play it fully, all packages unlocked, and not far away from eliting it. I think it's a great tank when it's top tier, but not so good. It at least the way I play tanks, it does not perform as well when you're not top tier. You can manage, so I say, tier 8s in small doses, but if you're in a very strong tier 8 game, I find the tank struggles. The gun can struggle to penetrate some tier 8s from the front, even with premium rounds. Loves, VK100, 1Ps, stuff like that. Chryslers, Japanese super heavies, that kind of stuff. But other than that, some of the Russian tanks as well, I suppose, some of the Russian turrets and things. You have problems with gun depression. You can expose a lot of the tank. I mean, it's got the usual problems, and it's a lightly armoured tank for the tier, and that's also an issue. However, we're very strong in this corner. We could take the corner by storm with sheer force numbers and probably take a lot less losses than it turns out what we do. That T-71 is in a very poor position because he's trading shots with bigger guns, and those trades will consistently not work out to his advantage. And a tank has gone up after him now, specifically, and gotten away with it. So KV-5 tracked him in place, and there's a lot of people here with the potential to shoot him. In fact, we're queuing up. We have more tanks here than we can usefully put to good use because of the narrowness of the gaps. We say that Tiger is going to take bit of a hit there. Didn't do much trouble, but the KV-5 got impatient, decided to come around the corner, and is now tracked in the open in front of a ton of guns, and dies. And now I think we're pretty much going to take this corner. There's no stopping us now because there's only very few of them left in the immediate. They're getting support. The tanks behind are only in a position to support them now that we've crossed the position. It's the usual thing, like if you're actually dependent on supporting fire from the rear, then you need to pull back and let people get into the supporting fire's line of sight. However, the Thunderbolt and the Cromwell have managed to both escape, although the Cromwell barely, with sort of 35 hit points, is now questioning getting across the river to the P43s, take them out of the fight, because they are not, they're going to prevent us from doing anything else. We're going to have to get them out of the way. I think the Cromwell has just died, the enemy Cromwell, and there are the P43s, a Biss and a Ter. And now I'm up into position so we can keep them spotted, and the allies are coming down this way. So we're doing okay. I mean, we're roughly equal in numbers at the moment, but we're going to get rid of these two, I think, handy enough, and then we'll be in a position of advantage, I think. Now, the thing is, of course, both sides are equally well put together. The enemy to the north have won, and they've won again by being all together. So we just get rid of this guy after taking a hit, and he's gone. So now we are 2 tanks up, and it's a question of going straight after the enemy so that we can bring all our firepower to bear as quickly as possible. Now the FE4202P is just going to wander off to the left a bit. I don't think there's any use to doing it because I'm pretty sure there's nobody there. We know, although I suppose the Thunderbolt might be there. Is he still alive? I'm not sure. He did wander off in that direction, but I decided I needed to get into the northern action as quickly as possible. It wouldn't matter anyway if he was still alive, if he was left to his own devices for a moment or two, because It's a relatively slow, relatively low tier tank. The thing is to break up these guys up here to the north before they get together and do anything serious. At the moment they're still relatively isolated. So now I did get across most of the bridge by being spotted. I was spotted at the end, but at that point I didn't actually care that much, because I'm in more or less a decent cover, and again the enemy are isolated. However, I mean, I suppose it didn't mean this guy knew I was coming. So there's the Cromwell gone that escaped earlier on. Chrysler K is holding the corner pretty well, but again, we're going to start coming around him now. I am worried about my left, because there is a missing enemy tank that I don't know where it is, but I presume he's up there somewhere to my left. And I was expecting to see him appear on that side any moment. But since the Cromwell's made a run on the Chrysler, I thought, right, well, we might as well go in and help. And the Chrysler, of course, has the problem that he turns the turret. He's making himself vulnerable to the tanks in front of him. And again, the Cromwell's going after the Object 416. So, okay, I have the reload, I might as well follow him in. Especially now since the Object 416 is not paying attention to me. So I get a shot off. It's only a damage to the tracks. It's one of the problems with these low lying tanks. And I make the mistake here coming too close. There's no point in me firing at the turret, because that's just going to bounce. That turret's practically immune to anything. Cromwell unfortunately gets himself annihilated by the surviving KV-5 Grunewicz, and I was just trying to get the high ground here. And that, I think, is the FU-4202P going in on the KV-5, and now I get the flat side, we get a shot in. Another shot off there, but I bounced that one, and I'm going to regret that. I bounced off the side of the machine gun turret, I think. And now we're going to go for the back. Get the ammo rack. We don't do subsequent ammo rack damage, and I'm going to go for the machine gun turret again, but I make sure my shot this time. However, we've lost the medium. The other medium, I think, is a Leopard, or Panther. The Panther is engaging him, and I thought with the Panther engaging that I might beat his turret around. Unfortunately for me, I didn't. And equally unfortunately that the Panther had backed off. So now the Panther comes back up for the final shot, gets annihilated, but manages to take the KV-5 with him. Mutual destruction. So it finishes up with total annihilation, 15 versus 15, all dead. So that's the one that went right to the edge and beyond. I actually think the draw was a fair result. Both teams actually did pretty well. And that Grunewicz actually did fairly well as well, you know, so can't complain too much. Nearly 3k damage, another k of assisted damage. Game number 1 by experience with 4 kills. It's interesting to look at the damage totals. We actually have more damage concentrated in the top players by experience, whereas the enemy team have the damage more evenly spread out across the team. Now that I think of it, I have actually unlocked the TVP VTU, and I suppose I'll be talking about that later in a later video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.